What if I told you that in 2026, buying an American car doesn't mean overpaying, sacrificing quality, or settling for something you don't actually enjoy driving? For years, budget buyers have been told the same lie. If you want cheap, you can't have practical. If you want American, you can't have efficient. If you want reliable, you definitely can't have fun. But that story is finally breaking apart. Because in 2026, a new wave of American vehicles proves that smart money beats flashy money. These are cars people actually buy, cars people live with, cars that make sense when it's your paycheck on the line. So today, we're counting down the top 5 budget American cars you can buy in 2026, not based on hype, but on real value, real ownership, and real-world usefulness. And stay till the end because number 1 completely changed how Americans think about buying a truck. Number 1, 2026 Ford Maverick, America's cheapest truck that does everything. If you want the most vehicle for the least money in America, there is no debate. The 2026 Ford Maverick is the single smartest budget vehicle you can buy. This truck didn't just succeed, it rewrote the rules. For decades, Americans were told a truck had to be massive, expensive, and thirsty. Ford looked at that idea and said, what if we just didn't? The Maverick is affordable, it's fuel efficient, and yes, it still gives you a real truck bed. That alone makes it revolutionary. Why the Maverick changed everything? Let's be honest, most truck owners don't tow heavy loads every day. They don't haul construction equipment. They commute, they run errands, they haul bikes, furniture, mulch, and weekend projects. The Maverick was built for how people actually live, not how marketing departments imagine them living. It's easy to park, easy to drive, easy to fuel, and yet it still can do truck things when you need it to. For city drivers, first-time buyers, students, young families, and anyone burned out by $60,000 pickups, the Maverick feels like freedom. Ownership reality. Here's why the Maverick wins number 1. One of the lowest entry prices for any truck, excellent fuel economy, low insurance costs, massive resale demand, and practical size for daily life. This is the truck that made America realize something uncomfortable. You don't need a full-size pickup anymore. And once you accept that truth, it's hard to unsee it. Why it's number 1? Low price, insane practicality, and demand that still outpaces supply. Number 2, Chevy Trax, the $25,000 SUV that quietly took over America. The Trax isn't flashy. It doesn't try to impress your neighbors. It doesn't chase performance headlines. And that's exactly why it's winning. The Trax is the kind of vehicle millions of Americans actually buy and keep. Why the Trax works? In 2026, SUVs dominate American roads, but most of them are overpriced. The Trax sneaks in under the radar with a simple promise: give people space, comfort, and modern tech without draining their bank account. And it delivers. For families on a budget, new parents, commuters, or anyone upgrading from an aging sedan, the Trax hits a sweet spot that's incredibly hard to beat. It's easy to drive, easy to maintain, easy to afford. And unlike many cheap cars of the past, it doesn't feel outdated the moment you step inside. The quiet winner. This is not a dream car, this is a life car. The Trax is what happens when a manufacturer actually listens to buyers instead of chasing trends. And that's why it's everywhere. Why it's number 2? Affordable SUV pricing, plus modern design, plus real-world usefulness. Number 3, Buick Envista, the most underrated budget SUV in America. Most people ignore Buick, and that's exactly why the Buick Envista is such a steal. Because while everyone else is busy chasing brand names, the Envista quietly offers something rare in the budget segment: a premium feel without premium pricing. The smart alternative. For nearly the same money as a Trax, the Envista gives you a sleeker design, a more upscale interior, a calmer, quieter ride. This isn't a luxury SUV, but it feels closer to one than it has any right to. Who it's for? The Envista is for people who want value and dignity. People who don't want to look like they bought the cheapest thing on the lot, but also don't want to overspend. It's the kind of car you grow to appreciate more with time. Why it's number 3? Premium feel on a budget without trying too hard. Number 4, Chevrolet Malibu, the last affordable American sedan. Sedans are disappearing. Crossovers took over the market, and most manufacturers walked away from traditional four-door cars. But the Chevrolet Malibu refuses to quit. And in 2026, that makes it quietly valuable. Why sedans still matter? Not everyone wants an SUV. Some people want better fuel economy, lower ride height, easier handling, a smoother, quieter ride. And the Malibu delivers exactly that. It's comfortable, it's predictable, it's easy to live with. In a world obsessed with rugged crossovers, the Malibu reminds us that boring can be brilliant. Real-world value. The Malibu offers solid interior space, a real trunk, lower ownership costs than SUVs, simpler maintenance. If you want a stress-free daily driver that doesn't chase trends, this is still one of the best values in America. Why it's number 4? Comfort, reliability, and old-school sedan value. Number 5. Ford Mustang EcoBoost, the cheapest way to own real American muscle. Yes, it's still a Mustang, and that matters more than ever. The Mustang EcoBoost proves something important in 2026. You don't need a V8 to enjoy American performance. Why the EcoBoost exists? Let's be honest, V8 Mustangs are expensive now. Insurance, fuel, and purchase prices put them out of reach for many buyers. The EcoBoost steps in as the gateway Mustang. You still get the design, the heritage, the handling, the sound, not V8 but still fun, and you get it without destroying your budget. Fun without financial regret. This is a car you can actually daily drive. It's fast enough to be exciting, comfortable enough for commuting, and affordable enough to justify. For young buyers, enthusiasts on a budget, or anyone who wants style without regret, the EcoBoost Mustang still delivers something rare: emotion. Outer, the real question. So that's the top 5 budget American cars you can buy in 2026. Not the loudest, not the flashiest, but the ones that make sense when it's your money. Now, let me ask you something, and be honest. Which one would you actually buy? Or did we miss a better budget option? Drop your pick in the comments, because real buyers don't all think the same, and that's what makes this conversation interesting. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's tired of overpriced cars and wants something that actually delivers value. Because in 2026, smart money wins.